Happy New Year! And welcome to 2025. So, normally on Christmas Eve we would release a video where we look back at 2024. Unfortunately, we spent most of Christmas Eve trying to get the car fixed. If you want to see a video about that, I'll put a link to it here on my own personal YouTube channel. And then on New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day, we normally release a video where we look forward to the next year to say what we will be doing. So this year, to be concise and to cut out the waffle or the ramble, if Ben's watching this,
exactly who I thought of that.
We're going to combine the two together. So 2024 first, it was quite good, wasn't it? We had a few ups and downs, a couple of cliff edges, and then a big bounce. But yeah, so in throughout 2024 we ran our regular classes, although we did remove one of our weekly classes, our lunchtime class, just because of time during the day. We just couldn't devote our time to it because we were doing so much other teaching as well. But we had the Monday evening class going, we had the Thursday class going, we had 6-week courses, and they've all been pretty good, so we'll be continuing those in 2025. In fact, our next 6-week beginner course is in a few days' time, starting on Monday the 6th. And already quite a few people booked onto that as well. Mackin has gone from strength to strength, I think. Mackin's always been quite an odd one, isn't it? Because we never quite know who's going to show up to it. But we found doing the longer course days, so instead of just doing an hour and a half workshop, doing sort of 3 or 4 shorter workshops over the whole afternoon has really increased numbers. Doing the Nuevo all-dayers in Cardiff, they've really worked as well, and obviously the Tango in the days. And then obviously getting people in then to stay for them longer, as it is very difficult in Cardiff because people are scared of Nuevo music. But
it's also a place that people who do enjoy that music, they can go there.
I know, so we've actually improved the inclusivity of Cardiff.
I think people might really enjoy getting us to Chinese after we finish teaching before we're longer. I think that's...
So a lot more of those coming up, and we are going to be pretty much running all of them except for a few as the longer specials with about 3 or 4 Tango in the days planned for the year, a couple of the Nuevo all-dayers. Obviously the Nuevo all-dayers are not inclusive events, and we're quite happy to admit they're not inclusive. Everybody's welcome to come along and try and enjoy them, but if you
don't like Nuevo, you will like it.
Or basically there'll just be no trad music.
No.
The technique obviously still stays the same because the technique for tango is technique for tango. But as far as music is concerned, it's all going to be alternative and Nuevo or modern tango and stuff like that. So they're staying. Next one of those is on the 11th of January, and I think we've got about 40 people coming along for those. And it's as I say, it's Tango in a day. And as always, we still reach out to other teachers to come along and advertise your class. It's a ready-made market.
Lots of beginners, new people.
Actually, there's a course being advertised by the UK Argentine Tango Association, how to build a tango community. Well, take advantage of people who say, come along and advertise your class. That'd be the obvious one, wouldn't it? So we got that. And we're also going to be doing a lifts workshop with Sarah and Tara. We're going to have also in Swansea, we're going to have more Tango in the days as well. The Crate Malonga is still going to be running in Swansea. We didn't run as many of those this year as we probably would have wanted to, just because they overlapped with other events. So, for instance, in February we did the Welsh Tango Showcase, where we had different teachers from around South Wales coming to teach. We're not going to be doing one of those in 2025, but that does mean that the February Crate Malonga is going to be running as well, and we'll run that as a Tango in a day beforehand as well. There also won't be one in June, largely because we can't get the room booked, and also because May is going to be very busy for us. So, but April we also need to message the Music Society at Swansea University because they want to do collaborative events, and that'll be a perfect one. So you get live music on the first Saturday of April. August there won't be one either because that will be our Nuevo Festival. That seems to be the next bit to talk about, the Nuevo Festival. just over a year ago, we ran the Nuevo weekend, and then we got upgraded to a festival this year. That was very, very successful. Before it was about time the UK had a Nuevo festival, and also it's our sort of selfish brainchild thing that we would want to really run ourselves. Again, not an inclusive event, and again, happy to admit that, but it's a beginner suitable for beginners and advanced dancers. Lots of people, over 140 came this year.
Yeah, I think that was a lot.
Lots of positive feedback from that. Great to have actual Nuevo teachers from all over the UK to come together. I think it's become one of the sort of 3 main Nuevo events in the UK now, along with the White Rose, all day, which is now a new weekend, and the Stokies events, which are now being run by Darren and Zoe. So I think we've slotted in quite nicely there. It's really good to get all those collaborations going, and also all our teachers are really experienced in the Nuevo and alternative field, and we knew they weren't just doing it for a paycheck, which was really good, because it means we go out and teach for other people as well.
Yeah, and it's nice to see the collaborations that have happened since that event. So lots of people who went to that event now are teaching for each other and DJing for each other, and that's really nice to see, because that's what the word was for.
So returning this August, more live music this year. So we've got 2 bands. So yeah, that's going well. Those collaborations means that we're also off to teach for
White
Rose in May. We're DJing for Darren and Zoe, and possibly teaching as well at Luttersworth and Barlaston, not Barnstable, Barlaston. So check out our newsletter for those, and we'll probably be adding some more guest teaching and DJing soon as well. So that leads through back to 2024. We went international this year. We went to Germany, and I came back with a really bad flu.
You did, yeah.
But it was nice to go abroad and being recognised and DJing out there. Hopefully that means now people will start coming to Wales, because people didn't know where Wales was.
They did.
Just were totally unaware that we had a Nuevo and alternative scene here.
Or any tango, I think, really.
Or any tango at all. So yeah, spreading that was good. So this year we've also been and taught at White Rose a couple of times. And as I say, we're going back in May, and as I say, May is going to be busy for us. Because
every week.
Yeah, because
every week, that one.
Yeah, but we do have the Spring Festival, which will definitely be running this year. We had an issue this year that Christian and Mika got asked to do a film, so they had to cancel their appointment with us. But this year is going to be a full-on festival, 3 days, live music, when was your DJ, and so if you haven't booked onto that, get booking. That's going to be a more intimate festival, probably only about 60 to 80 people. Again, they've got a couple exclusive workshop. Eduardo's coming back to teach. So yeah, I would strongly advise learning from Mika and Christian, because not only are they really good teachers, they're also lovely people as well. Other festival, November. That's pretty much all sorted now, I think. We've only got a few workshops to fill, but that's about it. Again, 3 nights of live music, the only festival in the UK to do that. Nick and Deanna, and we will have Nick as well.
Yes, he will have graduated by then.
Yeah, because we had problems in this year when Nick couldn't make it. We put a bit of stress
check out our reflection video.
Put a bit of stress on us.
Yeah.
And also Eduardo couldn't make it as well. But hopefully we'll have a full fit lineup for next year. Bookings are open for that. What we've also introduced this year for 2025 is a new NMD pass, which is a pass that will get you both a couple exclusive workshops with Nick and Deanna, plus entry to the rest of the festival. So if you're just looking at it from a Nick and Deanna point of view, you would get 4 hours of pretty much intensive sessions with them, plus another 2.5 hours of open workshops, plus free live music milongas, plus food, and all that for about £475, which is, pretty good. Or if you come as a group, that price gets reduced. Oh, and that's for a couple, by the way, not as a person. And we've also got the All Festival Pass as well, which can get you passes for all the festivals at a reduced rate. The common example is Full Pass 2 for Spring, which is Full Pass for Nuevo, and Full Pass 1 for November, which doesn't include any Gay Club exclusive workshops, but does include 20 other workshops. Between the 9 Malongas, 6 of which are live music, and a load of food. So, and for a couple, and bear in mind, a couple does not even have to be leader follower.
It just means 2 people.
Because it's again being inclusive. It just means if you go and have friends and you talk to people and come
as a pair or come as a group,
you get discounts, because that's what we want to encourage people to do as well. And that's for a couple of say £575 for those things there. Anything else we got coming up next year? Oh, Learning Festival.
Oh yeah.
It's the Swansea Learning Festival, or
Swansea Year of Learning or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember the phraseology, right?
Swansea is a UNESCO World Learning City.
Yeah.
And we've been asked to be involved in that. So we'll be running lots of free events throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did do some free events in Swansea this year for it wasn't the Fringe.
No, Swansea Arts Weekend.
Yeah.
And Swansea Arts Weekend, which included the Fringe, didn't it? Yeah, Swansea Arts Weekend, that was really nice. In Volcano.
Yeah. Did we do anything else? Or
we did.
Did we go into a nursing home? We did.
We did so, yeah. Was the Glenvivian this year?
Mm.
Can't remember what we done this year.
Everything merges in.
Everything all was very blurry.
I think it was this year.
I think it was this year, 'cause I think we've been, so again, with the Iberian and Latin American Association of Wales had us back again at their dance night in the Glenvivian, which was really nice, dancing in the Glenvivian as well.
Yeah.
We do things, don't we, and then we forget we've done them.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many things.
Yeah. So in other words, we've got lots of tango coming up for you next year, and we're trying to make it as inclusive as possible. So much of it is as free as possible. A lot of it is mixed music, suitable for beginners and advanced dancers. That's basically what we're going to try and be pushing for, is that we are just trying to be inclusive. Oh, queer tango as well. We might be going off to do some queer tango teaching as well. So watch out for more news on all of that. Anyway, so we were aiming this to be 10 minutes. We've gone 25% over. I have. Yeah. We? I don't think you have. So, anyway, so that just remains to wish you a happy new year and a very prosperous 2025. And we hope to see you lots of times throughout 2025. We better wave.